Hello, everyone. Yeah. Uh, it looks like I'm about 30 minutes late, but let me apologize to y'all because I was in my soft guy era. Man, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Well, I tell you, social media. So you motherfuckers is ridiculous, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. I mean, this broadcast is also for the people, the wave of motherfuckers that's gonna come in tonight and tell me, "Oh God, Kev, it's just a parody." Like, fuck out of here. I'm gonna talk about how I want to talk about this. I'm already late. I was sleepy as fuck today. Like, damn, is these smoke shows are becoming more and more intense, and uh, I'm glad to see that. So anyway, let me do some shout outs real quick. Uh Go ahead, shout out to the replay gang. Guys like Mr. Suge to you and Black Pearl and Van Arn and Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. Salute to you guys. Really appreciate your participation. Also, people in the chat, people who were here on time, like Phil Brad. He was way early. The early bird, the undisputed champion of the early bird. Then we got A.L. Evans, who might be here. I don't know if he's here now, but I mean, there's 10 of you watching, so I mean, we're 5 minutes in, so just hit like on the way in. By the way, we got Andre 416, we got Lewis Conyer, RPM, and we got listening because oh shoot, off from the norm 18. What's good? Okay, so soft guy era. So we got these acronyms. We got soft guy era. We got soft girl era, which for some reason that means she's just gonna sit back while you pay all her bills and she twinkle her toes or something like that. I mean, you have to forgive me. I'm one of those rigid Gen Xers. I mean, I'm not gonna see the fun in everything. Sorry about that. I don't see any fun in being called soft or calling yourself soft or anything like that. I mean, I even said this on another panel today. Even if it as a joke, even as a joke. Seriously, guys. I mean, we don't have to. I mean, some of you may disagree with what I'm about to say, but I don't know, man. I just have a problem with a grown man just calling himself soft. It's no sorry that's through no masculine or sexual insecurity that I have. I just feel like as a man we supposed to stand 10 toes down. We used to cheer for people named Macho Man, and that ain't exactly macho calling yourself soft. Yeah, so I hope I put up a good enough argument tonight. But if I had to put up one sentence, that's a good enough argument tonight. That's just that masculine grown men shouldn't be calling themselves soft. I mean, I get it. These hoes, they acting stupid online, and that's all they can do. You know why? Because they're hoes. Hoes be acting stupid. Hoes be mad. I mean, but it just seems like that is like it just reshapes all the way that men think. Because that thing has a vagina, and every time it's like they do something that has these big old ramifications. It reshapes the way we think as guys. I mean, look at the Cheesecake Factory girl. Look at the girls that were twerking in the restaurant. On a Sunday. I think it was on a Sunday. Uh, every time they do something, it just seems like that. It just breaches the fabric of time. Yeah, oh, yeah. So I mean, what we got to do is we have to, I don't know, I guess take control of the mentality as men because it seems like uh every, it seems like they just control us like that, and that kind of shit got to stop. It's the same thing that's on Facebook. Every time a female says something stupid,
That's a female.
Is guys pay more attention to it, or if they say something that we want to hear, we pay more attention to that too. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to police who you should be listening to, or what you should respond to, or what you want to debate with, and what you want to see as important. I'm not telling you any of that, but it seems like this is going a little far, guys. I'm in my soft guy era. That's why they banning TikTok, because it's shit like that. I mean, they say that's their reason for banning TikTok, but they probably banning that shit for all kinds of reasons. So, out from the norm 18 says, LOL, I'm gonna be honest. I appreciate the comedy versus is getting upset when we try to explain why women's way of thinking has been detrimental to us thus far, but the women still don't care. No, they don't care, man, because they think they're right. Because they can hop on whatever penis they want to hop on. They don't have to hop on your penis. They can hop on someone else's. They could care less what you say. Yeah, they say the dumbest shit online, and then they go about their merry way, and they go find that penis to ride, and it's not yours, so they don't give a shit. And they come to these platforms because it's a way to reach people as stupid as they are. And they say stuff like sprinkle, sprinkle. If he ain't trying to pay your bills, sprinkle, sprinkle. So who is that? Shira7. She's one of the more popular people. One of those women that say stupid stuff all the time, and everybody's just like, Yas Queen. You know how them dudes do. Yas Queen. She came up with that sprinkle, sprinkle, and I see it ever so often on my social media feed. And then women be laughing. Most time it'd be like them women with like 2 or 3 kids, they're shaped like cereal boxes, that praise that shit. These niggas ain't shit. Oh, these niggas. It's like, women you wouldn't even care to fuck, but those are the women that's always telling younger women to say, the same stupid shit. Those are the women that listen to people like Shira7 and Tanya TKO and, all those other ones. Yeah, it like you said, it's amazing. It's amazing who's liked around here, and who people will listen to. And that's why you have so many people complain about the things that go on social media. But then others, such as off from the norm 18, they take it with a grain of salt. There are many sides to it. There's the people who look at it as entertainment, that just they look at it as things to make the time pass. So they go around, they troll people, and then they tell people that they're in their soft guy era. So soft guy era is supposed to mean basically I'm keeping all my money. That if that makes me soft, then so be it. Because I guess we believe that it seems to be the masculine, it seems to be the hardcore, it seems to be the for some of us, the right thing to do is to take care of a woman, pay all her bills, do everything she want us to do, like get her nails done, get her hair done. And, in turn, that would be, adhering to her soft girl era. So since there are guys that are considered to be masculine because, they don't want to, because they're considered to be masculine because they pay all the girls' bills and does all that stuff for that. He rather be soft and keep all this money and just sit at home and play video games and eat hot Cheetos and, you know, make love to Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters. Okay. He'll rather do that than so basically he wants to save his money. I would probably say in all of that, there's no excuse still. I mean, there are plenty of women that you don't have to do that for, that you can still kick it with. Why do you think there's so many baby mamas out there? Let's face it. You don't have to be soft guy era in order to get what you want out of these women. Which is anything from nothing to something. So, hey. All right. Said is actually funny as hell to me. There's nothing funny about hell. I'll tell you that much. No, I used to say that all the time when I was younger. Everybody be like, "Oh man, like they be eating some good food. It's like this food good as hell, man." I'd be like, "No, there's nothing good about hell. How can you say that? Hell is a place where souls get tortured for eternity. What if you ate some food down in hell? It probably wouldn't taste very good, would it?" But okay, I know what you mean. Judge Ray said, "I love this era. He loves to be surrounded by soft guys." Hey man, is you soft? Yeah, man, I'm soft too. All right, because we ain't paying these whole bills. All right, man. Yeah, be soft, my guy. Be soft too. Like, come on, man. No, no, we can't do this, man. We gotta turn back the clock. We gotta go back to the very moment that some guy decided to come up with this. I wonder did this guy make any money off of it? I understand it's a TikTok video. And it was meant to be a parody. Yes, this is a parody of what females say. It's just that you are walking the line of you're walking the line of matching energy with women. That's the last thing you want to do. This is the one thing that we are always accused of when we come to these social media streets. It's not that it's not that they're trying to match our energy, which is completely wrong. And that's why everything is so screwed up, is that it seems like we're matching the energy of women. So whenever I see a 23-year-old guy says that I'm in my soft guy era and he's wearing skinny jeans, like you young people like to do, you like to wear those skinny jeans. Some of y'all like to wear jeans so skinny you can't pull them all the way up, and that's just ridiculous. So if I see a guy like that, he's wearing skinny jeans and say I'm in my soft guy era, I'm probably gonna go the other way. Probably gonna walk the other way automatically. Just gonna say no. I'm not gonna talk to that guy. I'm gonna forget that guy exists, and I'm gonna go about my merry way. What up, Art New Stall? How you doing? Need to start looking in the mirror so they can practice looking hard. Shout out to E40 and the 90s. Long live. Yeah, man. Yeah, we just like to chill, man. We didn't go around in the 90s and say stuff like soft guy era. I mean, next time I go visit my dad back home, I'm gonna go walk up to him and say, "Hey, Dad, sorry, I've been visiting too much, but I was in my soft guy era." Man, my dad said, "You probably go back in the room." He said, "Kevin, don't come back to the funeral. Don't do it. Sorry, get out. I have no third son." Like, he probably say some shit like that. Shoot, Afro National, salute Kev and brothers. Was good. Said we got Gay Bay in the building. Oh, that guy. It was good, man. He said, yeah, homeboy admitted to getting the bag out these upset helpers. Yeah, man. Shit, make money the way make the money the way you can. Bet you got a t-shirt as he walking around talking about I'm in my soft guy era. Shoot. I can't walk up to my kid and say that. I said I would go outside and play, but I gotta sit my ass down because I'm in my soft guy era. It's like she gonna she ain't gonna understand that. She gonna go to school and tell her kids in her class that shit. My daddy said that he was in his soft guy era. Jesus. Like I would have never come up with an idea like that. I mean, it's funny. The man said, that guy, I'll shoot you emails today about me. Let him cry, Kev, LOL. I have not seen any emails about you, man. I'm not in that deep. Shoot, and at one point or another, we're all that guy. You were that guy last night. The Chaos Reign, what's going on, man? It is Marcus Romero Productions. It's causing him a lot of pain and stress, and it makes me feel great. Huh? I mean, well, there's several billion people on this planet. Somebody somewhere is stressed. I was stressed last week. I don't think it was making anybody happy, but I mean, I hope not. But I mean, who? Well, what can you do? I mean, shoot, they stressed about everything. They stressed whenever you talk online. I mean, they stressed about their lives. They stressed when they look in the mirror. They're stressed every time they have that thought. If only I didn't make that fateful decision in the backseat of that vehicle that day, then I wouldn't be in this situation. So now let me lack accountability online. Like it bees that way. All right, Andre 416. Oh, there's another Dre in the building. We got Judge Dre and Andre 416. I just wanted to point that out because I'm in my soft guy era. Like, damn, like for real, y'all gonna start going to y'all jobs and using that shit. Hey man, I just couldn't perform the way I just gotta shoot. I just gotta wait for my soft guy era to finish. I say, well, you fired. I said backseat of Pookie's box Chevy Caprice. No, what they will have you believe is that it is also Kenneth, Kenneth with the 3-piece suit on. The kind of guy that says, I want to make passionate love to you back there in the seat, they have you believe it's that guy too. They don't want you to believe that the decision was so poor to lead them into, nah, never mind. No, we can't just be saying the same story over and over again. I mean, it says soft unemployment. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know, man. Shoot. I guess when they say it's the internet. So I mean, what are y'all thinking in chat? What do you think of being called a soft guy? How many people have you told that you was in your soft guy era this week? The real talk single fathers. All right. Well, I tell you the truth. I don't know. I don't know. I try not to pay attention to a lot of things that go on in social media, but at the same time, when I do look, there is content in everything that I see. Like I do understand why every time a woman says something stupid that it catches fire. I mean, because I guess that's where we come from. We come from a woman. I'm not trying to be like one of these slow tips or anything, but I mean they affect us a lot more than we are willing to lead on, and we want to, as men, we want to uh place ourselves as being a little bit harder than that. And I don't know, I guess, by what we display, we fail at it daily. It's just, I guess, just who we are at the end of the day as far as our collective natures. So I don't know. I just want us as men to take more control and more agency, and especially in something as simple as conversations. I mean, just a dream of mine. Uh, I also call 304s Ubers these days. Okay, so let me do this real quick. We drop the link, paste. So I think a soft guy's a guy who blamed Keisha for all his problems. Not all of them. Okay. So there's the link. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty much all I got to say about it. Some of these things for me, I don't, what up, Andre? But some of these things for me, I don't think is like, worth I don't know, a 1 hour monologue. Some of these things you could just get straight to the point on. And I think this is very definitive, when it comes to a subject like this. So everybody's saying something about it. I think this should take few words to say what I really believe about this. So, Andre 416, I have a question for you. Do you consider yourself to be in your soft guy era?
Fuck no.
Okay. All right. And are there reasons as you can break down as to why this is?
Why that I'm not in it, or why that it's
Yeah, why
happening?
you're not why you're not in your soft guy era? Why you're not every night before you go to bed you putting lotion on your face or something, wearing mud mask that's made from
Well,
avocado and putting limes over your eyes and shit. You
well,
know.
I do agree with what you said, because I can't see myself as a man calling myself a soft guy. I can't do it. Like I've been saying, like I get the joke, but some of these dudes be taking it a bit far.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get the joke too, man. I mean, as far as I can tell, it better be a joke. And like I said, there's a lot of people out there that are saying that it's a parody. I don't know why people are taking so seriously. You old niggas, you old niggas. The same shit. That we hear over and over again. Especially from people like you, Andre. No, yeah. I wish these old niggas lighten up. You know how many times I grew up, and then there were people who were older than me that told me to lighten up, and I then it was then that I would look at them as they were old niggas. I mean, it said Afro National said I'm in my selfish guy era. All right, well that's a better way of putting it, I would say. And there's Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Yeah, Gabe's doing his trolling.
Andre, shut up. So, to the point about the soft guy thing, I think it did start off as a troll, as a parody, but now it's like I think dudes are finding an opportunity to really express how they feel about the weights of life kind of falling down on them and how they prefer that women take care of them. So I do think that it's like it's evolved into something something a little scary. Yeah, I think at
Scary.
least.
Said
Yeah.
alarming, to say the least.
Alarming, sure.
Yeah.
Alarming, scary. Yeah, I think it's evolved to something that I don't think any of us were anticipating this, because now I think it's like a new chapter in the gender war.
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you want
I'm real.
the women want
Uh,
me to do everything. Now I want the women to do everything.
yeah. I'm real careful with those words, gender war. I mean, I get the premise,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I don't know if I want to call it a gender war because I mean, it's men and women on both sides.
What?
It's too much. The lines are too blurred for me to call it like just gender versus gender. I mean, the narrative itself is whose more fault is it for everything that's fucked up, the men or the women? And I mean, shoot, there are points to be made in each of that, but to be sitting up
Sure.
there and I mean, but sitting up there and arguing with women, I mean, shit. I wouldn't say per se that it's always men arguing with women. A lot of the time it's women arguing with men. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna sit there and put up a fight with anybody that I'm already right. It's like almost like a child, except for I'm not finna treat an adult like a child. So if you make yourself a part of a conversation and you say something stupid, then it's free game.
Well,
I
Kev,
don't
some
give a
people would,
damn. Okay,
yeah.
go ahead. Good.
I'm about to
Go ahead
say
though.
in the space that's kind of like the inception, like that's part of why they came up with this space, or a lot of the talking points in this space. It's like the women have had the microphone this whole time saying things about men, and now the men have the microphone and they're saying things about women. That's
Mm.
really the foundation of the gender war. At least that's what's been happening, men against women. So I
Men
think
against
that,
women
hmm yeah,
and
men against
women
women and women
against
against men,
men. Yeah,
both on both sides,
yeah. Oh, okay,
trying to
but
get
it
the
all
upper
depends
hand
on
on
what.
the talking points.
Yeah, but it all depends on what's important to you. I mean,
Yeah.
depending on what subject matter is hot at the time. If it does involve in counteracting a point of view, I do understand when it comes to those types of discussions. But
Mhm.
making it your thing on a regular basis, that does kind of get a little bit tiresome. But if somebody wants to talk about it, I'll let them talk about it. If they're right, or if there's a point to be made that might be useful for people, then yeah. But like I'm saying, making it the subject matter over and over again does get somewhat tiresome. I mean,
Well,
switch up.
well, get a dog and die alone is was the deadly wound for that was in the gender war. That was one of the deadly wounds there, because it's like,
What?
we got you. You don't want to die
Okay.
alone, and if you aren't getting up under a
I
man and
mean,
submitting, right?
I, I mean, like with that being said, like uh, nobody really wants to be in that position, man or woman. It's
True.
just that it's just that for many of these things, the women are going to be more sensitive when they hear this stuff than guys will. Guys don't mind dying alone, but believe me, guys do not want to be in that same position. I
Well,
think that I would
that's the
rather
sexual
have some
marketplace value thing, then,
yeah,
right,
yeah. I
Kev?
rather,
That's
I would rather have some companionship than to not have companionship. I mean, you can sit up there with your accomplishments and have a cup of coffee, but it's not gonna speak back to you. Many of us would rather have some form of validation in the form of a woman, if especially if you're a heterosexual man. So this is why so many of these things catch fire, especially positive or negative. I just think men and women at this point just like each other. They need to admit it.
Well, then
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? Even though, right, it would be bad. Both male and female wouldn't want to die alone, but that's where the sexual marketplace value talking point comes in.
Yeah.
Women have a shorter sexual marketplace value number, and men have a longer one to almost death.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Oh,
so
oh
that's
yeah.
where that piece comes in. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they've been hurling and been hurling arrows back and forth for the longest. And I think that this is one of the chapters. The soft guy era is the next chapter in the gender war.
The soft
Passport
guy.
Bros
Yeah.
was the previous chapter.
Okay. So this isn't over. Oh, I hear a little one in the background.
Yeah, I got a baby.
Oh
New
yeah,
baby.
yeah. I know you have a baby. So yeah, it's
Mhm.
all right. All right. That's these are gonna be some good days. Okay. Is this your
I'm a
first one
family
or?
building warrior. Like, what you
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Bruh.
Yeah. We
You ain't
family
shit for
family
that.
building warriors over here. Yeah.
Oh man.
What?
uh oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Truth as I Know It. So anyway, so I mean, what would you say to a young man? I would say 24, 25 that would say some
Hmm.
shit like he's in his soft guy era. All y'all sitting at the dinner
Yeah.
table, just your wife looking at him like, leave him alone, leave him alone. He don't know what he's talking about. This dude just sitting up there
Yeah.
talking about, I'm in my soft guy era.
Yeah. He's cooked.
He's
He's
cooked.
cooked. He's done. You remember in 300 when it's
Yeah.
like certain kids, like certain children were born, they would evaluate the baby and then
Oh
throw him
man.
off the. He's cooked. That's where he's going. He's going off the edge.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have anything to say, honestly. I'd be like, oh, okay, enjoy that. Tell me how that work out for you.
Oh man.
And then that'd be that.
Damn. That's the way to put it.
How about you? How would you respond to him? Would you?
I always check people. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't give them a chance. Like dog, no, we ain't doing this. Don't say that. Say that to somebody else. I mean, I just deal with it right then and there. And I believe the reason why we have a lot of these conversations is because the fact that people won't deal with it right then and there. That they
Yeah.
let shit linger. So I mean,
I mean,
if
there's some
people,
soft guys out there, though, right? I mean, it's some
yeah, it's soft. It's some
very
soft
soft
ass dudes out
fellows.
there. I
Yeah.
mean, I would consider soft guy era somebody who's willing to pull a trigger first. That get mad at another guy telling them something, and then first thing they want to do is spaz out and
Mm.
fight, and then pull out a gun. I'm gonna shoot you,
Hmm.
nigga. That's I think that's soft.
Mhm.
I mean, being soft goes just beyond some dude crying because his feelings got hurt. Even though that seems kind of soft too at times, depending on the mentality and the fragility of the person. But
Mhm.
we got to extend this soft guy courtesy to other things. I mean, shame seems to
Mhm.
work on men more so than it works on women. And and I do understand where a lot of these men come from on this platform. They believe
Hmm.
that's one of the most prevalent things that you can do is
Shaming.
shaming guys as opposed to shaming women. We call shaming women shame, blame, and explain, but we think shaming guys is effective. And I mean, we all have shortcomings. I mean, you can try to shame me as much as you want. I'll be the first one to admit, yeah, there's some improvements that I need to make. So
Mhm.
that's not gonna work too much on me. I
I
mean,
don't know. A
I'm
lot of
not.
these dudes, I don't think it's working on any of these dudes, honestly. I think these
What
dudes are
shaming?
shaming. I don't see it, man. I don't see it no
Uh,
more.
okay, do you think that we should have a level of shame? I believe anyone should have a level of shame. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's what keeps us in the human category.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh,
I think that it does work for men, but I don't think it works for men in this space. I think dudes are more willing to argue you down and anything rather than being have any shame about anything that they've done or said or any way that they've acted. So
oh,
they
okay.
yeah.
Well, if such being literally the case, I'm always careful about what I say to people because I know it can be
Mhm.
brought back up. And it's very easy to contradict yourself when it comes to platforms such as this.
Mhm.
So always know what you're talking about because you can get called out and you can get made to be a fool in front of a bunch of people. And
Yeah.
nobody really likes that. What up, Nightish? I see you down there. D Scott also. I see you. So just be, especially if you're a black man on these platforms, because
Yeah.
and I don't mean to victimize black men. Like, oh God, what was me, black man? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you don't want to look stupid as a black man on these platforms. I mean, so that's where my level of shame is. I mean,
Lord. So I
is
don't care if I don't know.
I know I carry a certain what
Oh no, I'm sorry. Go
what's
ahead.
going on? What'd you say?
No, I was about to say I don't know. You
What up,
can't talk to me
Faulkner? I
about it
see.
being a black man because my blackness is in question. Definitely in
In
question.
question. I don't think that's
Yeah, the
something
buddy
that
jumped up on
anyone.
the panel. He was like, "Are you black? Are you black?"
Yeah, you talking about PK? Yeah, shout out to PK. Yeah, last night's panel. Yeah. If the show itself is living out its intention, then I'm glad discourse like that happens. I mean, it's a smoke show. So, any one of us is likely to receive smoke on that. That includes yourself, Gabe. That includes BGS. That
Indeed.
includes Edward whenever he steps up here. I mean, I do understand that some people do have an issue with receiving smoke, and I mean, I get that sometimes that can be stressful and everything, but that's the nature of a show like that. I mean, just anybody got smoke for anybody on anything. That's it. That's what the show is for. That's
Yeah.
exact. And I have to confess, that's the kind like not that anybody in particular gets it, but that's what's supposed to
Mhm.
happen on a show like that. So if you're going to say mean things to people, that's the show to do
Yeah.
it. I mean, I don't care. I mean, if
Yeah.
people come at me, I mean, you've seen it before. I mean,
Yeah.
I can smoke back. Is that simple? But it is for anyone else that might have a bit of a problem with it. Establish some ground rules with other people, but at the same time, we leave ourselves open to such when we say things on this
Agreed.
platform. And
I was
if
going to
I,
ask about kind of in the context of smoke. Do you think that the soft guy era folk or the soft guys are receiving any smoke? It seems like it's almost like to me, it seems like it's more catching on and it's spreading rather than anybody shaming. Only people shaming that these dudes are kind of women.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, because it seemed mostly as a joke,
But the
which
guys
thank
aren't.
God,
Guys are
the
not shaming
guys,
though. They ain't
the guys,
they ain't got no smoke for the dudes.
man, a
Typically,
couple
at least
maybe,
from what I've seen.
a couple guys maybe, because you have those guys that don't want to be referred to as soft. They don't want to refer to themselves as soft, and
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys. I mean, if trolling is trolling. I mean, couple statements here and there. Like I said, when I came in, I was totally joking, but I would say, "Oh, sorry, I was late, but I was in my soft guy era." It's like, just
Right.
just as a joke, but not to say it repeatedly. Nah, I'm not trying to convince a person. All I can say is, well, I ain't gonna spend money on you, bitch. You still want to kick it, fine, whatever. That's on you. But I don't have to say I'm soft in order to, get that message to a woman.
Mm.
Son is hot, raw, out from the norm 18s. The same people that always shame men are still shaming men. I mean, I don't feel ashamed. I mean, if they got a point, they got a point. If they don't, they don't. Fuck them. At the end of the day, I mean, but it's always, especially with platforms like this, is always room for discourse and a discussion.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we are interested in talking about these things, then I guess these are good places to start.
Hmm.
So,
What do you think the long term goals are for the soft guys? Because it's I don't think it's to get women. I don't think that
uh,
they're intent. Like I don't think them saying that they're a soft guy, they're in a soft guy era. I don't think they're
if they
attempting
think
to get
women are
women in
like
this.
that, if they
Yeah.
think women are like that, I don't think the intention is to get women. I think that the intention ultimately
Hmm.
is to try to sway women into another way of thinking, which is always the goal for guys like this. If they don't straighten up, if they don't stop asking us to pay all their bills, there's going to be a
Right.
consequence to that. And women like that are problematic anyway. And there are a bunch
Mhm.
of guys that know not to fuck with women like that anyway. I wouldn't,
But
if
then
you just
why?
want
why you got to go soft guy era in order to convince the women?
You don't
Like
have
why?
to.
Yeah, well,
You don't have
not you
to.
in particular. I'm just trying to understand the why would they do that? Like why would you try to persuade women that have a bad a bad thought process about relationships? Like
Shoot.
just leave them alone, right?
Yeah, but the goal for many is they want these women to change. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of focusing on the ones that have a righteous mentality anyway, that's that was always my goal, just to
Yeah,
find the
same.
one with the righteous mentality, and not to mess with the ones that's on that stupid shit. Because
Oh, Kev, you
one,
sound like a
one,
family
one
building warrior over there. What's going on? What's
once
going on?
she establishes herself as stupid, I have no intention of believing that she would ever change.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how good she looks, because there are plenty of good looking women out there. I mean, you don't have to be stuck on one or two per se. You can do many until you can find the one you want to settle down with. And that's what most men have figured out. But for some of these guys that come online and say this shit, I mean, good luck
Mm-hmm.
to them, because we really know what goes on with people like that. I mean, but
Yeah.
for those who want to just use it as a parody and get women anyway, then, have some fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with
Do you
stressing
think
stupid. What? Go ahead.
do you think that there are some women that are taking it serious? That they're like, you know what? These
Man,
guys are
look,
right.
I
Maybe I
try
can
not.
pay for a haircut. Maybe I can go.
There are
Maybe I
women
can go
like
half on some cologne.
there are women
Maybe.
like that anyway. There are women that are like that anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up around women like that. They're like, sometimes he pays, sometimes I pay. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's how I used to date some women. Those were the cool ones. I mean, they didn't always work out, but I found
Mm-hmm.
out I would find that situations like that were less stressful than me trying to please a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not do that, because I mean, I feel like that's a waste of my time and my money, to sit there
Yeah.
and, just try to sit there and please one that just acts all uppity and hard to please. I'm gonna be like, kick rocks, bitch. I don't
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the ones
But
with that mentality, they really have no intention. The women are not going to change. And I think that Ty City had brought up the point. It's like, so the soft guy era or the soft dudes, they're like, let me act like a woman in order to persuade the women or in order to convince the women that what they're doing is wrong. Like they literally are taking on the mannerisms, right? That's rather sprinkle, sprinkle, they going drizzle, drizzle. They kind of snapping their neck and everything. Like it's like why you gotta act like some dudes even putting on wigs.
oh,
Yeah, some dudes even putting on wigs.
wigs.
Like
Oh
they like
shit.
let me act like the woman in order to become the woman. I mean, in order to convince the woman that what she's doing is wrong. Well, I think it's super goofy. It's goofy beyond goofy.
Let's say you old ninjas don't get it. John Derek. Hey, John Derek, how you doing, man? I mean, I know I don't get it, but come
I mean, is
explain to
John
me
in his
how I don't
soft guy
get it.
era? I mean, is he?
Yeah, yeah.
Let us
I'm
know.
beginning to wonder. These women want too masculine. That's fine. I'd rather be a soft guy. Done,
Oh yeah,
done.
he is in it.
Done. Just don't let no one shame you or blame you for liking outside your race back, man. Be free, love out. I mean, if you're able to digmatize any race of woman, I would say that would be a win for you personally. So I don't dick police. You can go with any. I don't slow tip or anything like that. I feel like it's too many stupid people on our side to really just try to micromanage like that. Love who you want to love. That's what I say. I mean, pro blacks be mad at me for that shit, and I'm with a black woman. I actually prefer black women, but I just won't do that. I don't feel as if I have to do that. This is in the same spirit of what many of you call guys and women, guys incels. I would say that's the same type of mentality, the same type of behavior to make someone be with somebody they don't want to be with based on anything. So, yeah, think how y'all want to think about that. This T Rilla said, Gabe, tell me you trolling. Uh,
Man, Cat, people want me to be a troll so bad. We just sitting up
okay.
here having a conversation.
Gabe, you have said that you are a troll multiple times.
Andre, shut up and go back to Uber. Shut up. You ain't even saying
That's
that.
not what I said. I said I had a shorty coming through in an Uber, and I actually
You're
gave her
not
the wrong
even
address.
adding to the conversation. Why do you just pop up as soon as somebody say I'm a troll? Why don't you add to the conversation, man?
You have admitted that you are a troll multiple times.
And you are admitting that you have nothing to add to the conversation that we're talking about right now, other than something involving me.
So you're speaking about like the soft guy era, which I would question like what you even know about it. Because the thing is, like, you're supposedly happily married with the newborn. So I'm not understanding why you're even getting involved in the conversation in the first place.
So having a conversation about a trend in some way brings my family building warrior status into question? Andre, how dare you? I'm offended.
That's not a fair argument to make, but yeah.
That's literally the connection you just made. Come on, man.
Yeah, T Riddler, that's not what it is at all. Y'all can't be that stupid, including you, Kev. No.
Well,
no, I don't consider myself to be stupid at all. I mean, but I do understand what you're saying. The whole premise is idiotic. So, I mean,
yeah.
what I mean, there's no way to quantify it in an intelligent way. I mean, so I do understand where you're coming from, T Riddler. But stupid, nah, I wouldn't consider myself or you stupid, unless, we all give people a reason to think that. So,
well, like what I have been saying about this whole what I've been saying about this whole SG thing is like yes, initially it was meant to be a joke or whatever, but like it seems that like men and women are taking this shit seriously, and that's the problem going on because you can't be serious about this shit. Like the women are like too dumb to understand that they're being trolled, and the men are like taking this shit seriously. So
yeah, I think some people are taking it serious because I don't know, really. I think the soft guy era thing is just to try to mock what women say, or mock what women do in relationships. So I think the mocking, I think the people who do it feel offended. The women who do it feel offended.
Because my understanding, this is a parody of the soft girl era thing. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Women are just supposed to sit around and do nothing while they're catered to and pampered, 24/7. And now it's 2024. I mean, pick a struggle. Either you're gonna want to be strong and independent, or you're gonna want to sit around and be feminine and shut your fucking mouth and make me a sandwich and smile like a donut when I need you to. I mean, it's one or the other. You don't get your cake and eat it too. I don't get my cake and eat it too. I understand that I have to work every, other day, or, I have to do things to earn my way around this society. And because it's 2024 and I'm a man, and I'm a dad with a daughter, which, puts me at a social disadvantage in spaces such as this, from what I hear in some circles.
I got two, so we both listen.
You got two daughters. Oh, it's doubly for you.
Girls. Yeah, double dad, double girl
shit.
dad. Yeah,
shit.
Over for me. I'm a blue pill sim.
You're blue pill.
Blue pill. Family building warrior sim. Yeah.
You say you didn't keep your fingers crossed and hoping it was a boy. It's just girl, and
Nah, man, whatever the good Lord brings me. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's it.
Shoot. People asked me if I wanted a boy, I mean, they dropped it after a while, but I was like, no, it never mattered to me, like, at all. It did. I got for me, I feel like I had the best little kid ever. I mean, shit, if you had a daughter half as cool as mine, you wouldn't be studying these motherfuckers either. So, yeah, but that doesn't mean that, I want better for the girls than the boys. I want all black kids to do good.
Absolutely. Same here. Here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Son is Hot Ross says, Kev, I know you're intelligent to understand that it's satire. The soft guy era is a spoof of the soft girl era. They just clown and they don't really want to. Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Well,
I'm not berating people for saying that they're soft guys. I'm just saying that's some shit I wouldn't do.
Yeah. It's like to say that it's a trend that isn't really becoming of masculine men is in no way like you're not intelligent. Like I don't know why that's the thing that they're doing in the chat. Like it's just not a becoming a masculine trend. I don't know. It's
There's
just not. Yeah.
two first names right here. You old ninjas don't understand.
Yeah. Apparently, he said
You
his
don't
niggas broke.
understand.
Yeah.
What up, Detroit 313?
It's
Calm
313,
down,
man.
guy.
You gotta say Detroit 313. That's how we say it
Oh,
in the city.
oh, Detroit 313.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That feels okay. I got you.
Yeah, I'm from Detroit too. That's all
Oh,
you
you.
know.
Oh, okay. I got you. Detroit 313.
Yeah, I live in Detroit.
Gotcha.
Born and raised, grew up and live in Detroit. Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I was in Detroit 2007 for WrestleMania. That was the first
Okay.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was the first WrestleMania I went to. As the first of
Silver
6.
Dome. Probably at the
Yeah.
Silver Dome. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the weekend. Like I shook Ron Simmons' hand. He was still a huge guy. Like
Okay.
nothing to play with at all. First black
Yeah.
world champion. I mean, he was a
That's what's
football
up.
player too, but he used to be like what he used to say that he used to beat people asses for real. like
not-
for real.
I'm
He
not
was a
that
man's
familiar
man
with
though.
wrestling, but I remember when the event came to the city
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah. It's a big thing when it comes to the city.
Huge.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, so unhinged main event fro or frow. Salute to the panel. Was good. He said I was there WrestleMania 23 in 2007. Yeah, I was there too. Me and my other two, me and two of my friends. One of those friends are no longer with us. Rest in peace, Jose. But yeah, that was a good time that weekend. But anyway, we talking about soft guy here. Andre, I noticed you're back up. What's good? What you got to say? Keep it techie. What's going on, man?
What up?
Andre, you there? Oh, I guess
He said he had a shorty coming through, so he might be preoccupied.
He's occupied.
Yeah. But there was so when the soft girl era had came out, there was a big backlash, especially from the space. Like a lot of dudes is like, they did not like that particular movement. I remember a lot of those type of streams. Did you have a particular reaction to the soft girl era?
No, I never. Like I would say this. I react to a lot of things in social media, but there's still some things that I have yet to ever mention. Like soft girl era, I never mentioned. I just either never paid attention or I just didn't care. I just filed it under the one more stupid thing that a female is saying on social media. I mean, yeah, I ain't give it any really heed or any big deal. But I mean, if there were guys that were saying things about it, then hey, if it was working for their audience, then hey, I don't have anything against them talking about it. But nah, I didn't really give a shit. I mean, I just understand that there's a level of stupid when it comes to what women say on social media. I mean, the guys feeding into it what makes a difference on whether that catches fire or not. And there are a lot of miserable old bitches out there too that try to always fan the flames and make sure that shit keeps going. And I'm so miserable and alone. I'm gonna make sure the younger, prettier ones think like me. Yeah, that shit exists, but is all in how we deal with it as men. I mean, I pretty much when I'm in the presence of women, I mean, older ones and younger ones, they know where I stand on things. I don't have to simp. I don't have to do anything to adjust. I tell the women straight up what's on their mind. Older women, especially, I'm good with. I always be able to put a smile on their faces. Younger women, I pretty much don't give a damn about if they have an attitude. But, I can get them somewhat to be straight up, chill people too. So
Yeah.
I don't have too many of those, women problems. I would say the ones I don't want to deal with, I just simply leave them alone and just look back and laugh. And as my daughter gets older and becomes more cognitive, I can point at those women and say, "Hey,
Don't be
don't
like
be
her.
like her."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
see
kind of
how
also
she's.
saw it. Mhm.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, go
go
ahead.
go ahead, go ahead, D8. I was pretty much done.
And I was about to say, I kind of also saw it like because that soft girl era thing came as a result of you remember like the Black Lives Matter movement and how like the women were on the front lines and picketing and all that stuff, and they were
Oh
really
shit.
in the streets protesting and yelling, and
Which was a narrative because
it was a narrative. Yeah,
I would see plenty of social media footage and pictures where guys were out there too screaming and
true.
yelling,
Yeah,
and they would get in front of the girls even, and the chunky feminists that are like 5'3" and 185 pounds looking like old ass Alf dolls. They're the ones
right.
that spreading that crap. Like, they're the only ones out there standing up for all these men. So why you saying stuff about our hair weave? I mean, it's
Yeah.
craziness.
See, but I do remember that narrative is that, women are out here, they're, you know, leading out these movements, they're struggling and everything. And it was like the quote unquote struggle love thing. They were all that was also part of it too. So,
Man.
I think that's where that soft girl era inception came from what I remember
Okay.
at least. Mhm.
Yeah. You know what I remember? I remember
What,
guys telling me that when they came from them protests, it was basically Freaknik out there.
really?
Yeah. Like those women out there were looking for some dick. I mean, they was playing
Mm,
music, they was having barbecues. It's the same thing as a damn block party, except for you screamed a little bit. Black Lives Matter every few minutes. I mean,
yeah.
but and then you block the street up. But that's basically what it was. Like for me, what do protests ever get done? I mean, you have to
Uh-oh.
hit them. No, for real. What you have to hit them in a pocket. Like the only protest I ever seen that was any kind of effective in the history of black folks was the Montgomery bus boycott, and it was only because the public transportation system was losing money. So when you hit them in their pocket, that's when they listen. All that yelling and screaming, all that people gonna do is close the door and put their headphones in, take a nap. Shit. What do you? Yeah. And then
Mhm.
look at the pictures on the internet later. Talking about we on the
Mm.
front line. Get the fuck out of here. Like, shit. You're not making a difference. Like at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you're listening to this and you were out there screaming and yelling, talking about we was on the front line, you ain't do shit. Not a damn thing. I mean,
Well, some
shit.
of that, some of this protesting has resulted in something.
Like what?
Um, so I think as a result of all the Black Lives Matter stuff and the protesting against the taking the knee thing, like I don't know if you remembered or know that. Now I think the NFL has a partnership with Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z's label and they're the ones that I believe they are the ones that find the talent for the Super Bowl. So
Oh,
that's why you've
okay.
been so like I think that
You
you
also
know
have Ice Cube. Ice Cube made like a multi-million-dollar deal with the NFL too to go out and
true.
find black vendors and
Yep.
to seek black women vendors in
Listen,
particular.
I mean, there's
So
even programs, even as it concerns like a lot of these tech companies, especially during the pandemic. They started to invest in, I guess, black and people of color
mhm.
environments as it concerns educating children in tech. I mean, I was even last school year, I was a part of a program where I was teaching kids in Detroit Public Schools. It's called Microsoft Teals. It's a Microsoft program that came from that. So that's some difference. And
Oh, oh,
um
you said this came about from marching and
it
screaming in
did.
the
So
streets.
like the Black Lives Matter thing exacerbated a lot of those discussions. So that's I don't know if you remember everybody like all these like large companies were starting to invest in black things. I mean even Juneteenth, that holiday had came out of that too. So
No, Juneteenth. I remember Juneteenth. celebrate. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I
But
was from
like people
Montgomery.
get the day off now for a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
organizations. Like
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's a national holiday now, right? Or
Yeah, Juneteenth is a national holiday. I think that happened during
Mhm.
that happened either during the end of Trump or the beginning of Biden, I believe.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where some of that protesting came from. Or those are some of the results of the protesting.
Some of the
If you
results
know.
of the protesting.
Mhm.
So, but because when you hear this, when you hear the Black Lives Matter protesting per se, like when
Yeah.
what it would become is a movement in the alphabet community. Basically, when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
looked at the website and when you looked at the mission statement, it was very, very LGBT centric.
Yeah, I don't think Black Lives Matter is the thing that is
Uh,
still
okay, so you don't think it was
like
Black
the
Lives
marching and
Matter as
stuff.
a
Yeah.
you don't think it was Black Lives Matter as an organization. You think that it
I
was
think the
an
Black Lives
overall
Matter
you think it was an
sorry.
overall sentiment of black people being sick and tired of being sick and tired that got this political motion going. Um,
Yeah, I think the Black
okay.
Lives Matter, the movement rather than the organization is what kind of made the change. Or at least some of the
Oh,
most recent changes. Yeah.
oh, okay. Just okay. So overall political motion, not those three
Some.
lesbian women that
Well,
sit there and take pictures and use the money to buy family cars and houses, basically.
they definitely fumbled that. They
Yeah,
definitely
they.
mismanaged, fumbled, scam. I think they still dealing with some backlash of a lot of that stuff. But those couple of things that I mentioned, those have made some differences
Oh,
from
okay.
from the protests.
Okay. So we got Officer Faulkner up here. What's good?
Mm.
Sergeant
But,
Faulkner, excuse me.
yeah. Well, but at least somebody knows my rank. Shit. How you feeling, Kev?
Shoot, just another Monday, I would say.
Mm.
It's Tuesday.
Uh,
Well,
mm.
Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Only counts when the sun's up.
So what's good?
Ain't shit. Playing Madden finally came out with his 99 Lamar, so that's good. The hell is that?
Oh wow. Somebody outside?
Like somebody getting groceries.
I know that ain't G. G is on mute. It is G.
How is
I
he on
thought I
mute
was
and not
muted.
on
Can
mute
you
at the
hear me?
same time?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, G. Yeah, I mean it went away now, but how did that happen?
Yeah, I'm in my truck. I shouldn't be at the grocery store.
Okay, but what's good though? So what do you think of this? Okay, well Faulkner was here first, so what do you think of the subject matter, DNG?
Which part?
I don't know, soft guy error, the results of film stupidity.
I think I think it's hilarious.
Okay, so
I
you're on the
think
side.
I
You're on
think
the
it's fucking. I had it on my fucking Facebook page, and of course, anybody who got the joke got it. Of course, I had some out there prom bitch try to say, "Oh my god, that's for younger guys." I said, "No, guys of my generation actually started this shit. It's actually hilarious." But of course, a lot of these chicks are not known for their sense of humors. It's kind of like the mirror. Nobody likes it being shined upon them. No. So of course I had to tell her, see, this is the funniest part. You brought your ass to my page to try to argue. Go take your old ass somewhere and play bridge. Like, seriously, this is the part, this is the satire part that we really don't care. When they came out with the soft girl era shit, it's basically trying to fake it till you make it. They know they're
So
not soft.
so you've joined the soft guy era?
I think it's hilarious as hell
No, I'm saying
because
like, are you a
it's
part
not,
of it? Like you like
it's
I'm
nothing
spreading the
to
message.
it's nothing to join. It's just satire. The whole thing about it is actually basically the joke of how ridiculous they sound. There's nothing really to join. everybody who you hear is making content about it because it's funny.
Hmm.
Of course, you're gonna laugh because it's like it sounds so fucking ridiculous. You don't
Why does
really.
repeating the messages of women to try to joke on women? I don't know. That's a little funny.
No, it's a little. It's hilarious. It's
Why you
nothing.
need to
It's
assume the
nothing.
position of a woman in order to
It's
prove something
nothing.
to a woman?
We're not. They're not doing the position of a woman. It's just comedy. It's satire. They're not really trying to be women. They're actually making fun of it. It's funny because of the stupidity you're displaying.
Hmm.
It's no difference of saying, "Hey, why are you doing this stupid thing that makes absolutely no sense?"
Let me go ahead and say what you say back to you.
And just let you know how stupid it sounds.
Aye.
It's not a real movement.
Okay.
Okay. All right. G.
Yeah.
G.
I mean, nobody likes the answer or something. It's not a
No,
real movement.
no. That
Just
wasn't it.
satire.
I just have a
No,
Just
different
satire,
position
man.
of it. I mean, whether I like your
It's just
answer or not, it don't matter. That's just
it
I
really
have a
does.
different position.
It's just it's hilarious to me. It's funny because when men say this shit and women get pissed off about it, it's just hilarious. It's no difference than when you tell your girlfriend or wife something and you're saying, "I wouldn't do that if I were you," and she does it, and you just laugh. And you're like, "What did we learn?"
Yes.
But it's like dudes are
Sometimes.
like putting on wigs and stuff,
It's
and like
satire. It's funny.
and they
It's
like
just dudes.
they
Dudes
like
are just
moving their neck and they saying
that.
they like I don't know. It's just
It's
all right.
it's humorous commentary. That's it. That's all.
Throwing on a wig to prove a point to a woman is crazy.
They're not trying to prove points to women.
No,
It's just
no, you said they
they're
were.
not.
You said
They're not trying to
they're
prove a
trying to prove
point.
how ridiculous they sound.
They don't even have to do that. It's just satire. Whether they take it in or not is not that they care. It's not
And then
even a
they
real.
switched. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's not even a real movement. It's just satire. I think people dig too deep into it more than what it really is.
I
And
think throwing on a
most
wig to prove a point of how ridiculous a woman sounds is ridiculous. I think that's definitely ridiculous.
bad. To each is their own. I
So you gonna
don't
throw
have
on a
to come.
wig?
Oh me. Nah, I like my
Yeah.
bald head. I
All right.
mean, you might like the toupee. I'll give you that one. I'll leave that up to
Uh,
you. Nah, I'll shave my head purposely. I'll leave that for
okay.
you. I mean, you might look good at some auburn.
Nah. I'm good. I'm good. I think that I'd rather make my points in male form.
It's
If I'm
like
trying to prove
just like
something
when
to a woman,
I,
rather
I'm
stick to
like
my
this.
masculinity and make my points rather than
I'm like
switching
this.
over.
When I look at it, most of the time, the problem is that it caught on so quick and so big, and that's what pissed a lot of women off. Y'all really serious about this? Um, yeah, it's funny. I
Yeah.
don't look too much into. I don't look too much deeper into it.
Uh,
Just like the Black Lives Matter thing, I never looked too much deeper into it. It was never for. It never did anything to really benefit. It was a bunch of lesbian bitches trying to get their way. Their little manifesto had nothing to do with black men. As a matter of fact, it wanted black men to step away from positions of leadership. You had three fucking feminist Marxists getting up there who were lesbians. And where did they take the money? They bought houses in what
Wait, they wanted
neighborhoods that
black
are
men to step away
2%.
from positions of leadership.
Yeah,
In what industries are?
and I'm
Um,
like,
I missed that one.
basically, they didn't want black men to be in leadership positions within that so-called whatever organization called Black Lives Matter.
Oh.
They really thought that, even though that's kind of the ideology anyway that they carried, they only thought the family was the black woman and the children. That's why I looked at it and said, "Yeah, this is gonna die out soon. This is gonna die out soon." And now, where do you hear those women anymore? No.
No, but there are some results that came from it. Not necessarily from the organization, but like from that particular Black Lives Matter protest. Kind of mentioned them early, but
So,
anyway, it was got other people.
but that's
Go ahead, kid.
that's the
Yeah,
crazy.
Detroit 313 asked a question about the good times on Netflix. Yeah, I started on it, man. I mean, it's funny, but it's super ridiculous. It's like Family Guy, except for they put good times on it. Like, fat father, fine ass mother, uh, daughter trying to get starved for attention, dumbass son, your streetwise baby. I mean, it's the same formula as Family Guy, but yeah, but it does have a lot of that social messaging in it. Maybe I'll cover it on this channel when I'm done watching it.
I saw
But
some of that.
say what?
I saw some of the episodes.
Yeah, like him singing in the shower with the roach. That was pretty like yeah, that was too far, too fast, I would say. But I hung in there for a few of the episodes. But I'm gonna finish watching it, and I might actually cover it on this channel. We'll see. But just to have some different kind of content, rather.
There were some legitimately funny scenes.
Yeah.
But some scenes I'm just like, okay, here's the patriarchy talk. Of course, the daughter's going to be marching against the patriarchy and all this other. But then
Right.
there's an episode she has a little boyfriend. I said, oh, the patriarchy shit goes down when your hormones start rising up.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think the show is funny. Everybody's like in a bunch about stereotypes, but we perpetuate a lot of stereotypes in our everyday lives that we don't want to do anything about. So I just kind of take it as a cartoon, but it is pretty fucking ridiculous. I mean, looking
Wait a
at it,
minute. Wait a minute, Kev. You're saying black people don't live off of stereotypes?
um,
You lying motherfucker, you. You
man, and I
lying,
mean,
dirty motherfucker, you.
and then one big point I have to make about that Good Times as opposed to the original Good Times, they lied to them too. So I mean, they lied to them too and said that the show was going to be one way, and then the show turned out to be something else. What I can recommend is a movie named Dancing in September. Has Isaiah Washington and Nicole Ari Parker basically writing a sitcom. It kind of mirrored Good Times instead of it being a wholesome family comedy. It ended up being a joke guy character with a catchphrase, and it's pretty good stuff. So kind of like that message shit. So I know we got off subject. So
You telling me black people can't do straight lace comedy? You're a racist.
I guess. But back to the subject matter of soft guy error. It's like sometimes people take parodies or such too far, and and the argument is, I'm just gonna put it out there. The argument is to get at women for a mentality that is not advantageous to men who wouldn't otherwise do well with women. So, anybody got anything to say about that? What up? Keep it taking.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I was gonna get in and say, like Charles said, it's not a movement. What it is just men making fun of women. And it shows the slow cognitive abilities of women to not understand that this shit is a joke.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how slow they are. That's how differently they process information than men do. It was a joke from the beginning. But since the way that they think and the way that they move, they don't live in reality. They don't live in real life like we do a lot of the times. I'm not saying they don't have the same consequences, but we know that life for women is radically different than life for men. They actually have time to take this shit serious. See, women have a lot of time to dilly-dally and do dumb shit. That's why we see all the dumbest shit come from them. You know, all this weird ass, all the weird old fairy tale shit that women are interested in literally comes from women. That's why it's just funny to me to watch it happen because, like I said, it's just a joke. But now niggas gonna start taking it serious because the females taking it serious. So to troll the women, the men are gonna go deeper and deeper, just trolling the women. Really, they just trolling. They just having fun. And a lot of this stuff is crazy because I'm one of the dudes. I don't talk about the shit we talk about online with women. Like I don't have those type of conversations. My conversations consist with women of when are we going to start using your body parts for stuff. Like, I don't have serious conversations with women like that. So I think it's funny when I see men getting into these talks or these arguments with the women, and I just laugh because they don't care. Like no red pill stuff, nothing about society, none of that. Man, women don't care about that shit. Like I don't even talk to women about that type of stuff. So the fact that men are even talking about it and women are reacting, this is how women react to serious shit. Like this is how they react to everything serious. They don't grasp the totality of the whole life living. Like they don't grasp the fact that men lay the pipes under here so you can turn your shower on. For every time you turn on your shower, there's a crew of men that had to go underground, connect those pipes, hide them, you know what I'm saying, forge them and all day. Their mind doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like ours. To them, the water just comes out and they don't need men at all. That's how slow women are. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, I don't need men while living in a house that none of them built.
Well, you got to think that's the caveat of how great men are.
Yeah.
Is that we hide a lot of the greatness that we do. We don't even look for praise for it. We just do it. Oh, kid needs shoes. Okay, got to go out there and work. Oh, I work hard. I'm a single independent father.
Man,
And that's
I
like,
promise you could go 100 days with any woman and never have a serious conversation about anything.
try 3 years.
What? What?
You could go 100, like if you just chill with a random woman for 100 days, I promise you won't get no useful information out of that woman 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that's
Her
a you
conversation
thing,
is going to,
man. Come on,
man,
man.
listen, her conversation is going to consist of what's on TV, what her friends doing, and everything centered around what she likes and doesn't like. She doesn't even take the time to think about the whole spectrum or the whole scale of things. You know
Man,
what I
you
mean? It's just,
projected, man. Come on, man. You can't just put that on all women. That's just been your
man,
experience.
come on, bro. You know, the reason you saying something because you know I'm not lying.
No,
You
I'm
done
saying
said,
something because I haven't experienced it. You say every woman. That's
man, come on, you
crazy.
know what I mean. You know what I mean, bro. I'm not
All
saying
right. I'm out of there.
one for
I'm out of
one.
there.
If you got 10
It's not a
women,
smoke
8 of
show.
them is on some nonsense. If you get 10 women in a group and listen to their conversation, they're not talking about shit. I don't give a fuck what you do. Women talk about the niggas they fucking, they kids, and TV and celebrities and nonsense all day. And what they would do if they had this feeling that somebody else did on a sitcom or something.
That sounds like a
I'd have
coliseum.
literally I'd have been dating women and gotten the whole fucking arguments because they was watching a sitcom and somehow turned the sitcom into their life. Well, what would you do if we were in this situation and I'd be looking at it like, bitch, this is a TV show. Like this shit is not real. It's not serious.
So dudes don't be
Hey, do
going
you
around the
have
space
any?
calling themselves
Oh, no.
Jedis.
You said
Is that
what?
real?
You said what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep it taking. Go ahead. Give me.
No,
No, what
I
were
was
you
just
Dudes
gonna
don't be
saying, bro?
ask
going
What
you.
were
around
you
this space
saying?
calling themselves Jedis and
No, listen. At least a
Superman.
Jedi. Hold on. At least a Jedi has tangible things to it. Like it's a myth.
An ideology.
No,
It's a
but your point was that it's
mythological.
not
It's a
real, and
mythological
they're
thing. Listen,
applying it to them their lives. That was your point.
but this is what I'm saying. A Jedi is based off of actual warrior caste that existed amongst men before. Let's not act like there hasn't been warrior monks all through man's history. There's
It's Star
warrior
Wars, man.
monks all through man history. There's people that lived a warrior lifestyle all through man's history.
It's
That's what the
Star Wars, man.
conquistadors wore. Listen, that's what the conquistadors wore. That's what the Zulus were. That's what all of these was
Well,
warriors.
why don't they call
society.
themselves conquistadors and Zulus rather than Jedis?
But I'm
That's from
saying
Star Wars, a fictional thing.
it's a thing that was taken out of reality to portray an idea on screen. Like, you know, the Jedi, like that is a tangible thing that was taken from reality. Even when they talk about forming of the Jedi, he took ideology from the samurai, from ninjas, from warriors of the past. Like men actually live warrior society.
Well, why don't they call them
Just because we don't, just because
ninjas
if you've joined the
rather than
military,
Jedis?
but I'm saying if you've joined the military, you've lived in a warrior society. So this is what I'm saying. The shit women are talking about has never existed. There's never been a fucking woman kingdom of women running shit and that built everything, that formed families. None of that shit's ever existed.
See, Kev, this the gender war I was telling you about. This
It's
where
not the gender war.
it's the male versus female, Kev.
It's not male. There is no male versus female. It's females.
Okay.
It's females stepping out of their place.
My bad.
Listen, how could it be a gender war? How could it be a gender war? There can't be no gender war. There's women that's out of pocket. That's it. There can't be no war because we will fucking decimate them in one day. At anything, if it was an intellectual competition, we would destroy them. If it came to actual physical skill, we would destroy them on every single metric known to man. That's why it's called mankind and not womankind. Yeah, women are there and we love them and they're the other half of us. But honestly, without us, they couldn't do nothing. Well, they could do stuff. They could walk around. They could pick fruit from trees that naturally grow. How many women you know would irrigate a fucking field of 500 acres to feed a city? How many of them would dig culverts and levees and dams? Do you think women would fucking be building dams so cities can exist? Do you think they would be leveling ground and flattening it for buildings to get built on it? Let's get serious here.
Yeah, let me read this real quick. RPM said, I know a woke crowd of people that call themselves Jedi. Shit stands for justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. Shit is stupid. Okay. Okay, keep it techie. What's good, man?
Hey, what's up, Kev? How y'all doing? What's happening to the panel?
Yeah, man.
What up?
I just wanted to somewhat ask a question and kind of add to the conversation a little bit, but I keep hearing from everybody, you know, that this whole soft guy era stuff is a joke, it's satire and all that stuff. But it seems like it's not, because the dudes are actually joking about the things that we've heard being complained on these panels about for years. That's the weird part about it. Like, okay, I mean, it's stuff that you complained about Black women, the issues that you got with Black women. That's specifically what you're joking about. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't serious, you know, that mean all these years of you actually talking about those issues, it was just bullshit. Or am I wrong?
The issues can be real, just like you can make a joke. Like, for example, when I was in Iraq and we were getting sniper fire, and they're like, "Falk, get down," and I'm like, "Motherfucker, I've been down for 15 minutes," and dudes start laughing. You can have a very real situation and joke about it. That's the satirical part about it.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but
the
dudes
craziest
used to
part-
get upset on these panels about all these arguments or issues with Black women.
Here's the part about it that gets really funny is that eventually people are going to have indifference, and eventually they don't care about the same issues. It's like, how was it when you were getting your shots as a kid? Most kids think that's the most traumatic thing they'll go through in their life. So eventually you take that one shot and you're like, wow, that was it? The fuck I cry for? That's basically what it is. You got some people who it's going to affect them differently, more than others. That's cool. But the soft guy era, that's basically shit satire, because it's like, We don't care.
Mm.
And it's
Yeah, and that's
what
the point. If you've moved on, what's even the point?
it's
Like,
like basically it's basically comedy. It's like what they used to say, the only person who could make fun of the king is usually the court jester, but tell the truth. It's basically telling the truth in a very nonchalant way. And a lot of times when you look at these soft guy soft guy skits that they're doing, it's a lot of people of other races doing it. So it's really taking on an animal of its own. So it's not really the whole thing about you're gonna have some people who take that much more seriously, and eventually you're gonna build up enough armor to be indifferent to it, where you can joke about it. It's like going through something traumatic. You're gonna build up enough armor after a while that it's not gonna affect you. It's gonna be like, okay. It's like if you hear that one person whining at work for saying, "Oh, the work is hard." I said, "Well, you know, there's an option you could take. You could quit." But no, I ain't gonna quit. Okay, leave it alone.
I mean, they keep saying satire,
But yeah, but
where
hold on,
satire is really purpose to like kind of criticize or expose something to a group of individuals about a topic.
but
It's
most,
just another form of shame.
but this the thing.
It's
Most
just another
us,
form of
We just
shame.
we just
Trying
don't
to shame
care.
women about the things that they do.
but this
It's
the
just that they don't care. They don't take it seriously
They
to take the
definitely
time
don't
to
care.
think.
They
women don't.
definitely don't. That's why I'm like, what is the purpose of even doing it? Just like Keep It Taking said.
But
Because
hold on.
it's
This
just comical.
the point. Hold on, no. A lot of the point of the stuff we do here is to alert men. See, a lot of men didn't know this shit. A lot of men got raised in some weird blue pill shit where, yeah, this woman loves you and she wants to do this. If you talk to the average nigga, the average black man that was raised inside of this shit, he think that bitch is sugar spice and everything nice and that he's a fucking dummy. We've seen it in these conversations we had with the black boys when they talking to them in 7th grade. Like, do you think a man is necessary for the family? And they say no. You see what I'm saying? They just feel this is why we did a lot of this stuff in the black manospheres to alert the boys and the men. It was never
So
to
the
change.
soft guy era, how is the soft guy era being used to alert men about something?
The soft guy era is a joke that's an amalgamation of all the shit we've done over the years. It's just the newest trend.
No, the soft guy era is dudes saying things that women say to women.
Exactly. That's
So
listen.
how is that alerting men of anything?
Listen, they're making fun of them, and the women can't. They're so slow that they take it as a movement.
So that's why I'm asking you when you said that it's to alert men. How
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying, how is
I
the
said
soft guy era
stuff.
helping to
I
alert
said
men
the
of
stuff.
anything?
No, I said the stuff we did in the black manosphere. We're talking about this stuff, and the brother asked the question: if this isn't for that, what is the point? The point is to alert the men. The reason that the shit you're trying to do is going wrong is not because of you.
We talk about the soft guy era. So how is the soft guy? My question
Listen,
stands. How
but
is
I'm
the
saying
soft guy era alerting men of anything?
the soft guy era is a joke. It's a dude. They already said it was. The people that made it said it was satirical. That's the whole point.
But
The women are
okay.
listen. The women are saying that it's serious because that's how women think. And men, a lot of men are influenced by what women do. A lot of men in our society are influenced by women. We get trained like them, all of that. That's the point of us going over. That's what I was connecting it to the black manosphere for. Because a lot of
You can
people did not understand. A lot of men were going through things and didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
you can use it to point out.
People was telling
You,
them shit like a man sacrifices everything so a bitch can have a house. If you're not a man, if your woman works a job and all this weird shit, and women fucking cried to go work jobs. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that was going on with men that the manosphere in general and all of that pointed out. It was never to change women. That's the whole point of the black manosphere. You're not going to change the women. So either go
Wait,
get.
Kev.
No,
He said it's to
bro.
point out other men to how
That's-
goofy women sound and not to take.
No,
So men are taking what women say. Men, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep it taking.
Go ahead.
No, you good? Go ahead.
Now I'm about to say, so men are saying what women say in order to in order to show something to men. This is really getting
Yeah,
goofy.
they're just making fun of women. That's why it's funny to all of us. But the women are fucking shitting bricks. That's why for every saying, it's funny when a man says this is a soft guy area, a bitch gotta buy this. We start laughing because we know these bitches ain't about to do that because they don't got no money.
So right back to what you were saying, keep it taking. To answer it directly, there's no purpose for this. They just like, aha, women, you sound stupid. Aha,
it's just
I'm gonna
internet
sound
shit.
like you. Let me put on a
it's
wig.
just internet
Look
shit.
at y'all sound dumb.
It's just internet
No
shit.
purpose.
What's the purpose of cat videos on the internet? It's just internet shit.
Okay, well, y'all enjoy y'all cat videos.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's all
hey,
type
hey.
of shit. But y'all be saying that shit like every single thing we do gotta be a fucking battle or purpose or a mission to conquer. Like, no, this is just motherfuckers on the internet trolling, having fun on the internet.
Okay, we got Dr. Frizzle Frost up here. I wanted him to get in. What's good, bro? Thanks for coming up.
Appreciate you having me up, man. How everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Shoot.
Okay, yeah, man. The soft guy era. I recently made a video on this right here. But the soft guy era thing, they said it's for playing, but what kind of energy is it giving out to the younger guys? Because some guys gonna take it serious, and some guys just gonna take it as a joke. But the energy it releasing is not masculine energy. You know, it's soft, so it's feminine energy that it's releasing. But I don't got no problem with soft guy era, drizzle, double drizzle, whatever they call it. I don't have a problem with it. But I like to tell guys to focus more on themselves and which path you're trying to go, what road you're trying to travel down. It's gonna be a journey. We all got to learn things and elevate ourselves to the next level, right? The drizzle, soft guy era. Don't take it serious. Yes, it's a joke. I don't recommend it because it's like tit for tat, right? Tit for tat. So mostly you're giving out your unnecessary energy when you can put energy into something else.
Yeah, and like what you said, some guys are gonna take it serious, and I 100% agree with that. Some guys are gonna take it serious, and it's almost like you're putting the energy out there to create one of those types of guys that this space used to talk about, which is the what do they call it? The
Blue
what
pill
is it?
syndrome.
What'd you call it?
Hobosexual.
Yeah, the hobosexual. The
What's
dudes
wrong
that
with
just
that?
want to sit on the fucking couch and
Well, he said,
play
what's wrong with
PlayStation all day.
I know he didn't say. I know he did not.
You know what I'm
What's
saying?
wrong with
But
that?
hey,
I know he
but
didn't say
wrong
what's
that's
wrong with
something
that.
that we used to go against in this space.
He
That
said, what's
men need
wrong
to
with
get
that?
themselves together, get themselves and put themselves in a better situation, self-improvement. Looking
Josh,
to
he just said, what's wrong with that?
yeah, I heard him. I'm just ignoring it because it was it's bullshit. You know, I don't know any guy that, well, I don't know, bro. I mean, it is guys out here because we used to or people used to complain about it. That tied to the whole Pookie and Ray Ray argument versus Educated Lane. The Pookies were the ones that were the hobo. Come on, man. Let me finish, bro.
My fault, bro. Go ahead. Yeah, my fault.
You know, Pookies and Ray Rays were the ones that were doing that hobosexual stuff, and the ones that were creating a lot of the baby mamas out here. Because another one of the arguments is that 20% of those 20% of guys that are Pookie and Ray Rays are the guys that are creating all of the baby mamas, and the other 80% are sexless and childless. So I don't know. It's just a whole lot of. And maybe I'm taking it too serious. Y'all saying it's satire, but it kind of contradicts a lot of the things from this space, and it just don't. I don't know. It just don't seem corny as fuck, bro. And like it's like moving backwards.
God bless the hobosexual because they're doing God's work.
How
Because they're
so?
really going to because they're taking the women that a lot of men don't want.
What?
Yeah.
You be
Because
talking
guess
about
what?
building better men and building up men, and you said
Guess
God bless
what?
the homosexual at the same time.
Listen, man.
Exactly.
Everybody.
How do you
don't wanna
build
be-
better men? How do men become more masculine?
Is every
According to
man
you,
gonna
if they're
make it? No.
all right,
Unfortunately,
every man
no.
not gonna make. Okay, all right, I'm out of there.
Unfortunately, no. So there's gonna be are there gonna be people who commit crimes?
God bless them then, right?
God bless
They're
them.
not gonna make. All
Because
right.
guess what? You choose to do it. That's on you.
All right, Kev.
But
I'm
here's the
gonna hop down. I
craziest
don't
part
want this to
about it.
become a smoke show. I'm gonna hop down. Y'all have a
Please
good
let
night.
it
'Cause I'm
do.
about to cook. Cause you sound crazy. All right.
Not really.
Yeah, peace out.
Because guess
Y'all.
what? Because guess what? Why are these women choosing these men if you have a better cast of men to choose from? God bless them. If you want to deal with a woman who's insufferable, God bless you.
All right,
Don't.
real quick, Faulkner. Thanks for watching, everyone. Go ahead, hit that like button. But guess what just happened? So got to do this real quick.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze.
Damn. All right, we got us a hater. So
Congratulations, you're doing God's work.
All right.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Perfect example. Is everybody gonna like your message, Kev?
No, I know I'm not gonna win everybody, and that's okay.
No, I'm not gonna win everybody because here's the crazy part. Majority of the women who date homosexuals, do you really want to fuck with them? Really? Do you really want to fuck with them bitches? If a woman chooses a homosexual over you, she's doing you a fucking favor. But a lot of niggas don't see it that way, do they? Why can't I get big butt Keisha?
What's good, Kev?
But
It's weird though, Charles, because back in the day, y'all was going against the homosexual, like they were not doing you guys a favor. They were fucking up the community. That was the argument back in the day.
Here's the crazy part, right?
I don't understand how you changing it or how it
Here's
changes.
Here's the crazy part. When people talk about the satire, there's going to be actual idiots who believe. There's a lot of idiots who believe rap music, all the shit people say that rap music is real. All these rappers are really doing that shit. I love pro wrestling. At least pro wrestling 20 years ago. It's kind of hard for me to really
me too.
get involved now. Give me back my great Buddha and Kazuki Kasaki. But you got a lot of people who you have to have suspend your disbelief, okay? In order to fucking go to a Marvel movie. Guess what? Your men turn green and get super strength? No. So in other words, there are going to be some people who are actually going to take this seriously. God bless them. If you're going over this and looking at this more than being satire, then God bless you. Because obviously the joke has really fell. And sometimes that's the part that takes it. If you choose to be a homosexual, that's on you. I'm not forcing niggas to be great.
Mm-hmm. The key is
I will never force niggas to be great. Because yes, you're gonna have to have the homosexual. Somebody got to keep some of these loudmouth bitches quiet.
And then on top
Do you want to date them?
On top of that, Charles.
So we pro homosexual now in this space.
And then you have very few homosexuals at that.
Exactly. And that's the thing. A lot of that talk. Hold on, Charles. A lot of that talk was the niggas that wanted to fuck those bitches that the homosexuals fucking.
Which was you guys. That's what my point.
Nigga, no, it wasn't. Nigga, I be fucking bitches anyway. I don't give a fuck what a bitch.
I never had trouble with women at all.
So you saying 2016, you guys wasn't trying to fuck those bitches.
Oh no, I wasn't.
The shit y'all was saying. Hold
on. I wasn't in the space. I wasn't in the space in
2016, 2017. That's what niggas was talking about, though.
What I'm saying is the niggas that was talking about
what niggas that point out which niggas talked about fucking these bitches.
Bro, it was plenty of people in this space.
Which ones?
It's based on the
What
argument.
names?
Real quick, guys, real quick. Gabe A, thank you for the super chat. Said preaching a message of building better black men while saying God bless the homosexual is just backwards. I'll save my smoke for Sunday, Kev.
Man.
LOL. Thank you for the super chat and your support of the channel, Gabe.
I love your passive aggressive ass, Gabe. Yes, God bless this
But
homosexual.
I'm not.
You
I'm
know
not
why?
gonna say not. But I'm not
You
gonna say
know,
no. Oh,
yes, we should say names because
well, I'm
people
not.
will say
I'm not
things.
gonna leave people
People
that
will
work.
say things and not say exactly where they got it from. Because here's the part about the homosexual: the dudes who couldn't get women were arguing over that. When did you hear Charles L. Faulkner Jr. complain about getting women?
Never.
When?
But I never said. I never
No.
said you
When? No.
specifically.
Answer my question. When did you hear me complain about not getting women?
I didn't know who
Or-
you were in 2016. That's what I'm
Guess
saying.
what? I've
So
been around
listen,
these spaces
so
for. When did you ever hear me say that, Aquateki?
I'm not Aquateki. I've never
I
been
mean,
around
excuse
this
me.
space. I've never been
Excuse me.
around BGS's space. I'm talking
It's not
about.
even BGS's space. Anytime I've been on any panel, when did you hear me complain about getting women? If those guys want to be homosexuals, God bless them. You already know what that lifestyle is going to bring you. Nothing but heartache and headache.
It's plenty.
God bless you.
It's plenty of these, plenty of guys in this space that didn't have issues with women, but it was a lot of people in this space that did have issues getting with women, and that was the point of this whole space being created because of the issues centered around women. That's why every conversation, no matter if it's productive or not, goes right back to fucking women. So what are you talking about?
Most of those guys who had issues with fucking women, number one, what type of issues did they have? You have to get women to have an issue with them majority of the time. Were they talking about how unfair the family court system was?
Yes, that was part of it, but don't make that
That was the major
main.
part. That was
Main
actually the major part of it.
The only person that talked about family court in this space was the guy over there with Ramil, that guy that fucked child support.
Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer, you're
There's
talking.
several guys who talked about the
Yes, it was
issues
brought
with the
up
family.
in conversation, but it wasn't like the main. It wasn't the main.
Several people talked about it. So if you're saying you weren't here during that time,
no, I didn't say I wasn't here during that time. You need to let me finish so I can say what I was saying. I never said I wasn't. I just wasn't around the people you were around in this space in 2016. But I was around a lot of the people that you guys generalize as manosphere. I was on O'Shea's panels. I was on LAR. I was on listening to Steve the Dean, listening to what's the guy name? Minister Jap. All you guys called them Black Manosphere, so it's part of the space. I just wasn't over here by you. I didn't find out about BGS until like 2020.
So, even though I'm not just around BGS, and here's the crazy part: a lot of the conversations overwhelming majority stemmed about child custody, child support, divorce.
Yes, and a lot of them also talked about the issues of actually getting women. That's why they brought the dating coaches in here. They brought the dating coaches in. They brought the dating coaches in here for that reason.
If you want to talk about Steve the Dean, a lot of niggas clown Steve the Dean.
Yes, and I was one of them.
I clowned Steve the Dean. So
okay, I was one of them too.
That's the part. First of all, nobody who calls themselves actual Black Manosphere, who's worth a damn, will say that he's part of this goddamn space. As a matter of fact, what he promotes is anti that. Because you want motherfuckers to settle for less.
Well, I wasn't on Steve the Dean's channel. He was all right. BGS. I remember like back in 2020, went on to O'Shea's panel. I'm talking about O'Shea. O'Shea was the center of that shit. Steve the Dean would come over there as well. LAR would come over to O'Shea as well. BGS went to O'Shea as well. All these people in this space went over to O'Shea. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't on like Steve DeZine shit.
And here's the crazy part. O'Shea said he's not even part of this space anymore.
Well, obviously in 2021 when he said that, or 2022, but he was a major figure in this space. What are you talking about?
He
He was
said
part of the big three.
He
even denied this space.
Yeah, I ain't
Once
never
he
listened
started
to
getting
O'Shea.
traction, once he
All right,
started
so
getting
now
a
y'all
little bit of
change. Now
traction
y'all
from
want
the
to change the
celebrity
history.
shit,
Now y'all
no,
want
I'm
to
not
change the
changing the
history.
history.
Based, but
How am I
that's
changing
based
the
on
history when
that's
he
based
actually
on
did
the
it?
that's based on the most recent. Okay, well, if
How
that's the
recent?
case, then
How
if
recent?
that's
He
the
said
case,
that shit
then Kevin
he said
Samuels
that
wasn't
shit
a part
3
of the
years.
space either. Kevin
He
Samuels
said that
wasn't a
shit
part of
3 years ago.
so Kevin Samuels wasn't a part of the
He
space
said this
either.
shit 3 years ago.
Kevin
But
Samuels
guess
wasn't a
what?
part of the space either. Then
If he was or
and y'all
wasn't, did his
talk. All
message?
right,
If he was or wasn't, was his message true?
well, whether O'Shea was or wasn't, his message is still true too. Then, right?
About what?
If you can apply Kevin Samuels still being a part of the space, then you can apply O'Shea still being a part of the space. What are you talking about?
If he's not, is he?
Kevin
Because
Samuels didn't even
said he
speak
wasn't.
on a lot of these people over here.
O'Shea,
All right.
O'Shea even told you he wasn't part of the space.
Okay, and Kevin never even acknowledged anybody over here.
Yeah, he
So
did.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, he did. So that's how I know you're not telling
Well,
the truth.
well.
So now I'm making up stuff.
I would say this. I've seen some recent footage of him saying names. I mean, he didn't say them too often, but Kevin Samuels has acknowledged a couple people over here from time to time.
Yeah. And you're right. He has.
Yeah, Dr. Tia Son Johnson, and I heard a clip where he said the Roger Report. I was like, okay, so he has.
And it's crazy. I even heard Super Slide 75.
He mentioned me.
Shot it
He
out,
mentioned
so-
BGS. He mentioned a couple of people. Hell,
Yeah,
he
but
even
I
had
mean, it
BGS
wasn't
in the
like,
Star Tour show.
but I would say this also. He wasn't like, Black Manosphere, flag Black Manosphere, like not carrying the Black Manosphere flag or saying I'm a part, but he did acknowledge the existence, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see Infinite Observer down there, Afro National, if I haven't shouted you out yet. Telescope 3, you say Kevin also mentioned O'Shea, Gabe says that, but Holden my nuts, man, I'll always love that screen name. I mean, for real. But yeah, go ahead, G.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, bro, like,
And let Op get in next.
Okay, a lot of the space is compartmentalized, right? Where you got the men that were talking about dating, and then you got the men that were just talking about overall the structure of certain shit. The issues that I see a lot of times with the brothers is they familiar with all the dating shit, but they not familiar with all of the rest of the manosphere content that brothers talked about, as far as marriage, our position in society, how our mothers treated us, how we grew up. When we just was talking about the gynocracy in general, a lot of the brothers in the spaces I was in was just talking about growing up in this shit and what we did and didn't know and how we were brainwashed inside the gynocracy. Before we see, that's kind of what coming to the red pill is about. It's about seeing things for reality and not in a blue pill lens. So that's why when I hear brothers talk about dating, the reason that a lot of brothers ran into the dating stuff is because that's what you were looking for. You were looking for people talking about dating and having women and the pickup coaches, because I never listened to none of that shit, and I've been around the space since like 2018. So that's why I'm like, I've heard some of that stuff, and it was under my understanding that the dating coaches wasn't even part of this space. So I don't know.
Well, nah, I mean, see, that's the thing. I didn't see a need for the dating coaches either, because I didn't have no issues with women. I mean, whatever. And people used to call me anomaly and all this stuff. I'm a simp because I'm married and all this shit. But I thought the space The whole purpose of it was to build up black men, regardless of their background, regardless of what relationship status they're in. If you agree with certain parts or you don't agree with certain parts, you're still here to help other black men, period. But I mean, people drew lines and all that stuff, and I get it. But my point still stands. They brought those dating coaches into this space because men were having issues getting black women, which is what they were going for at that time. That's why it was mostly looked at as a pro-black space. Didn't BGS come from pro-black?
Nah, BGS came from MGTOW.
He
That's
came
the
from
point. Like the
pro-black.
He
whole
also
point.
talks about
came-
pro-blacks, or he used to
the
be
whole-
part of the
came-
pro-black community.
But I'm
That's all I'm saying.
he talks
why
about he
did he
was a
come-
part of that. He says he
And
was
what-
a part of that. But from my whole point, when I entered the black manosphere, it was kind of like I came in on the bend of like free agent shit, like single man living through life, no kids, working a good job, trying to have a good life, congregating with black men. That's how I entered the black male space. Since a lot of our issues lead to the women, because it ended up being a lot of talk about women, but we're not talking about dating per se as we're talking about mating. I don't know if that makes sense. Mating and dating is two different things.
But what does
I don't
black
know.
women have to do with helping black men start a business, or helping black men get into an industry? Like
That's
I
part of the
get it.
sector.
But I'm
That's
saying
part of
though,
the sector, yeah.
I get it, yeah, and that's my point. So black women were the center of this space, essentially.
I don't know, yeah. I ain't gonna get in that one because I said
The issues with black women were the center of this space.
Like I said, the brothers used to get mad at me because I was fucking bitches. So I don't know. You know, different people got different ideologies. Like, I don't believe this shit could be fixed. I've never tried to change no women or talk to no brothers about changing the women. I be fucking these hoes. I don't give a fuck what they do. I like these bitches. I like the little bust down ratchets. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But that's on everybody else.
Hey, black men have a myriad of issues. And it doesn't mean that every black man has the same issue. Some guys are here because of their family courts, family issues. Some because of other things. Dating, guess what? Dating is an issue, but what do you want to really get out of it? What are you looking for? If you really want the woman that's looking for the homosexual, why even try it? Why? You setting yourself up for fucking failure. A lot of times I had to tell brothers before, yo, you dodged a fucking nuke. Fuck a bullet, you dodged a nuke not dealing with that bitch.
And you know what? I think, all right, so the good thing about this drizzle shit, first of all, the shit is hilarious. It's not to be taken serious. And for the brothers that are worried about it, just let other people know the shit is not that serious. If you see some young dudes trying to take it serious, let them know the shit is a joke. Don't take it that serious. And we got to realize we need different things that complement black male spaces. We need the serious talks that we have about what's going on. We're trying to deal with women or our women. We need the serious talks that's going on with the family courts, what's going on in our communities, what's going on with our young people. But at the same time, we need some comedy as well, so we don't take everything so fucking serious. Like, respectfully, I don't think this is something that we need to take so damn seriously that we saying, oh, we're going to worry about the young dudes taking it serious. Okay, so what will happen? Dudes going to stop messing with chicks if they ain't got nothing to bring to the table? What's going to be worse than that? Dudes not going to deal with chicks, you know what I'm saying, that show that they serious and worth something? I don't really see it being something terribly bad, but I respect everybody's opinion on it. I just see the satire. That's just like when you look at Dave Chappelle, right? I'm sure most people on this panel would say that Sticks and Stones special that he had was brilliant. But guess who don't think it was brilliant? Most of the LGBT community. But do a lot of us care? No, we don't. We're like, it's just jokes. but at the same time, he was dropping the F-bomb word for them. But we was like, don't take it so serious. A lot of us will listen to Candace Owens and other people and be like, no, they saying what's right for the community, even though it offends other people. But they're saying some serious shit. Dave Chappelle is saying some comedic shit, and we saying don't take it so serious. So we got to learn how to be honest and also be able to be fair and balanced. That certain shit take serious, certain shit we don't take serious. And a bunch
Can
of
you
young
do me
brothers.
a favor, bro? Can you do me a favor, brother? What's your name? Can you say that again for the niggas in the back who wasn't listening?
Which part?
All of it, because
I
for
can't
some
remember all
reason,
of it.
because here's the part about it. How many times do you go with your friends and talk shit about something? I
All
mean,
the time.
cash shit. Do y'all take it personal, or do you just laugh about it, or you just crack back?
Mm-hmm.
It's satire. If a dude saying some silly ass shit, no, it's silly shit. Me and my boy could be playing Tekken, Street Fighter, and Madden and talking shit to each other. I'm not gonna get mad and yo, this nigga. It's satire. It's funny. Sometimes you laugh at it your goddamn self, or your friend laugh at what you said. A lot of this shit here. If a man, there are some. Let's just put this out there. Are there some men who need help dating? Yes. There are some men. Remember, before everybody fucking loved Kevin, everybody was criticizing Kevin about wearing a suit. My father had me in suits before I could walk. That's nothing new to me, but unfortunately, in our community, which is very gynocentric, a lot of these young men and young boys are not dressed clothes appropriate. So somebody has to teach them.
See, and this is what I guess we got two different priorities or whatever when it comes to this, because I ain't come here to be playing. I'm a serious type of guy. Like, yeah, we could joke, we could have fun, but the issues with black men that they face in this country are not nothing to fucking play around with. You know what I'm saying? Joke around with. And so I'm here for a specific purpose, and that's to help see more black men get into the tech industry. And that's what I talk about all the time.
All
And
right.
I see it as an issue, a serious issue. And yeah, you're right. I could just ignore it and just say, oh well, fuck that shit or whatever. It is what it is. But it's like all the serious stuff get covered up by the goofy shit. And it really pisses me off throughout my time being here trying to help black men.
But see, no disrespect, keep it techie, but that sounds like
bullshit,
a personal problem, bro. But it sounds like a personal problem, like you taking it too serious. Like, I've been helping in my community for the last 20 years, bro. And I made sure to work on being balanced, because you have to be careful about taking shit too serious when it's some goofy shit, and you yourself focus on what's important, or you're gonna end up being like Charleston White, being a pissed off activist, and now you saying fuck all these niggas. So you have to be well balanced to eat healthy food versus always worrying about that fast food shit. And I get where you coming from, but it's like we taking too much shit serious, because then you doing all that, we doing all this, we saying what we saying, keeping it real and being honest. But guess what? Kevin Samuels still got disrespected. This space still got disrespected. So for how long we still gonna try to be very honest and then very opinionated and very strong-minded black man, but then bitches turn around and be like, you niggas is zesty and sassy.
Hey, let me hop in real quick. Keep it techie. You said that you're trying to help men get into tech, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you an email. That's just kind of a self plug.
Okay.
So
someone let me respond to this. Someone said, yeah, I'll be on Red's panel. Yes, because I mean, bro, it's to the point where I can't really come around in a lot of different areas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not accepted. It's not, even looked at as a serious thing. As
What's
far
not
as tech
accepted?
and all that stuff, as far as trying to push that information, there's no
Who's not taking tech seriously?
no, there used to be a lot of panels where we covered a lot of this stuff. Like I come from when I was on O'Shea's panel where we did the Hall of Game, where we talked about helping black men get into these industries, helping black men figure out how to navigate the corporate environment. I don't hear many streams about that no more. I only hear guys complaining about, Russell Wilson, or not complaining about it, but I'm just saying conversations about shit like that don't fucking help anybody. That doesn't do anything to make black people black men get into a better situation. And I get it. Everybody don't want to be serious all the time. I get that. But I mean, it should be some more of that information being put out there.
But keep it techie. How do you know you haven't already helped some brothers? How you know?
Oh, I do know because I get it on my channel. I mentor people. That's the thing, bro. I look at it like I'm doing everything I can, bro, by myself. Because I mentor people. I have like 2 to 3 mentor sessions every week where people contact me via email to help them get into tech. But I can't do this shit alone.
No, let me put it to you this way. When Cerulli and Gray and myself came out with years ago, how many people remember the Gray Faulkner Initiative?
Yeah, I remember. I looked at it.
I was there.
How many people did I tell? How many people did I ask put your input into it?
Very little.
How many people I've asked? I've asked people, if there's something you want to add on. Let me know. Here's my email address. So I still mentor people to get into law enforcement. Another fucking avenue that black men should dominate. The military. You like tech? Guess where all the tech's going to first?
And I agree
Guess
with
where,
you. I support
guess
you.
where
I
all the
support
AI
you,
is
brother.
going to first? Guess where all that shit?
Yep.
Another avenue we should dominate. So there's going to be people who, no matter how good your intentions are, they're going to be just not either listening or just diametrically opposed to it. And that's one of the things black men are going to have to eat. Everybody didn't listen to Jesus. Well, if you believed he existed, everybody didn't listen to Jesus Christ. Dr. King and Malcolm X, as good as their intentions are, did they have enemies? Even in their own fucking group. Are there going to be sometimes we're going to laugh and joke a day? Yes. I don't think men should always be so fucking serious that you die of a fucking aneurysm or stroke. There's some things we're going to laugh and joke about. When it's time to be serious, we're going to be 10 toes down and 10 fingers deep into the fucking air, serious.
Oh, hey, and Techie, man, I put if it's cool with Kev, I put my email in the chat, man. Send me info, your channel or something, so I can check you out too, bro. I'm always into promoting other brothers doing things. Anybody else on the channel that's doing things especially for black men, black community, you know what I'm saying? If it's cool, Kev, I put my email in the chat. And y'all
go ahead. And Gabe, thank you for the super chat once again, brother. Really appreciate you looking out, bro. He said to relegate Keep It Techie to Regis panel when he has a channel with almost 50K subs is crazy. Yeah, he also has a really strong Instagram page as well. So I'll say that.
Let me respond to someone said Benora Riley has a show. See, this is the problem. Like, people I don't know, they start drawing lines, start separating people or whatever. Like Benora Riley, I guess, I don't know. Since I don't 100%, and that's the thing, bro. Like, people, just because I don't agree with you don't mean that we can't work together. Like, he supports, Theo with the SYSBM going overseas and all that shit. And I didn't have issues with Theo. Just issues dealing with his thought process centered around it. I think we both agree that we want to see more black men into the tech industry. But I got pushed away from that channel. I got blocked from that channel because I didn't agree with everything that Theo was saying. I'm
But
like,
keep it
come on,
techie.
man.
But
What, like,
Wait a
why the
minute,
fuck?
about
Why the fuck
hold
y'all
on, keep it techie, keep it techie.
drawing these lines like this? Ain't we all black
But
men?
listen, but
Yeah.
keep it techie. Let's keep it a buck, right? We all familiar with like the W.E.B. Du Bois versus Booker T debate. At the end of the day, they both wanted to help black men. They both wanted to help black people. Sometimes we all ain't gonna align on the same path. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna, just like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. They both wanted to help black people, but for a while it seemed like they were opposition. We're not opposition. Everybody has a different point of view. Everybody sees the world different. And let's keep it real. All of us not gonna vibe and rock with each other. You ever met somebody you just don't like? Like, I meet dudes I don't like all the time. I meet people I don't like all the time. I don't make it out in the open like, fuck you, you a bitch ass nigga. But when I meet somebody I don't like, I just be cordial and I keep my distance. Because all of us don't have personality types that match. All of us don't see things or communicate the same way. Like perfect example, when we be talking to Gabe, how Charles and Gabe get into it because Gabe is passive aggressive. Like, that's just shit that happens between people. Everybody not gonna gel together, bro. And I don't
It's
think
not.
that we knocking your mission.
It's just human nature. Everybody's not going to agree with everybody's doing. If Gabe's helping young black men, I could not stand Gabe's guts, even though I don't personally have anything against Gabe. I don't care. But if he's helping black boys, salute to him. I'm pretty sure if I have a fucking, which I do have mentorship programs for young black men, I'm pretty sure Gabe wouldn't be against it. Does that mean I got to kiss his ass or he got to kiss mine? No.
Hey, Chaos Rain, mute up, man. We can hear your PlayStation.
Oh,
All right. And also, Infinite Observer, thank you for the super chat. Says salute, Kev. 100, keeping it real without grandstanding. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, but thank you for the support most of all. I think that's real. There's some cool shit when people give me super chats and cash apps. So thank you for the support once again. But yeah, we're having a conversation about soft guy error. Some of the arguments made that it is satirical. Other argument being made that it's being taken seriously, and that's not a good thing. I've already pretty much said what my stance is. I'm not gonna, even as a joke, call myself a soft guy, but I mean, I do understand the sentiment. If you want to get some laughs out of people, yeah, there's also an argument made that maybe we're caught up in trying to be too entertaining at times, and it takes away from some of the seriousness of the conversation, which is what I hear very often, that the smoke shows are about taking away from the actual serious conversations. But I don't know, this social media thing, a lot of people do use social media as escapism, even though it is even though it is the very real sentiments of a person. They show the sides they can't show in their everyday lives to people like us. But one thing that I've always taken seriously, that yes, this is a very real sentiment coming from people. So I think at the end of the day, a lot of us men up here, and a lot of women too, we just want you to be cautious and weary of what you take serious these days. I mean, as a joke, yeah, sure. I mean, it's funny, but we got to make sure it's just like anything else. Just because you play Street Fighter doesn't mean you can go around doing a dragon punch. So go ahead, whoever's going to
You
speak.
never, all you got to do is throw the right uppercut, nigga. But it's the fact that, like, Gabe's right. I'm indifferent to him. You think I take his guy seriously? No, I'm indifferent to him. He's indifferent to me. I don't care. Is he passive aggressive? Yes, he is. He knows he is. Am I going to dwell upon that? Fuck no.
The man said tech on tech violence.
That shit was hilarious. That shit is hilarious.
Oh, man.
I heard that. Tech on tech violence. I can see that. Microscope, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, and that's essentially what it was. I mean, I can kind of explain the issue. It was because the way you came into the space was kind of like very disrespectful, like saying that certain certifications were not needed. And I hear it, it's your opinion, but he would talk crap. Like, it's just weird, you know what I'm saying? And I
Keep
was
it
like,
techie.
we coming here to help each other, right? I mean, I get it, you got your own opinion, but and not that I'm upset about it or I'm hanging on to it like it's the end of the world. I'm steady moving forward with my stuff and pushing it and helping people the way I see that I should help people. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
So keep
I
it
just
techie.
thought the space was more better than that, to where we come together and work together if that's what we're actually trying to do, instead of pushing people away or separating in some kind of way because over ideological differences.
Hey,
So
hey,
keep it
Techie.
techie. Are all men created equal?
No, and I get that. I was in the army
And you
just
got
like you,
you
Charles. So
you already know that, man.
yeah,
So it's like you can't help everybody. So there's some people who are gonna be shitheads, okay? There's some people I don't and Gabe, I don't take you seriously. You're comical to me. You're like my favorite cartoon character. But you gotta realize that sometimes you just gotta put your piece out there. It's like fishing. You just put your hook out there, whatever you land, you're gonna land. Once black men know that you're not gonna save everybody, I think that's when black men will do a lot better. We want to save everybody, but we have to be realistic about we're not going to. There's gonna be some dumbasses out there who are gonna be homosexuals. Now, I'm not saying if a chick wants to buy you a PlayStation 5 and she's giving it to you, I'm not gonna say don't take it. You should probably see, okay, what's the catch? But if she's giving it to you when there's no catch, I'm not going to tell you not to take it. But even though and I kind of got to agree with you when you said about the certifications, something like tech or law enforcement or medical services,
Yeah, or
the more
mechanical, like engineering.
the more fucking certifications, the better, nigga. What the fuck? I've never heard such silly shit in my life. Like, for some odd reason, we got to get out of certain shit. We got to have the blue collar guys team up with the white collar guys. We're going to have the guys in shape helping the guys who are not in shape. We're going to have a conglomerate of multifaceted people in order to grow. Yes, there are times we're going to be laughing and joking. We have to. There's no reason a black man should not have a time of actual peace, laughter, and prosperity. So it's
Yeah,
for somebody to say you don't need certifications. That would be like somebody saying, "Well, you don't need your certification for all these things in law enforcement and the military and private security." Those are usually motherfuckers who have sour grapes mentality. You know what I'm saying?
And dumb motherfuckers you can't deal with anyways. That's what we got to realize. Everybody ain't gonna make the boat, man. Like we can't save everybody. It's sadly enough with us, we can't go macro. We're gonna have to go micro. Like we have to learn how to build around with the people in our cipher, the people around us in our household first, before you try to take it to your block. We got to learn to do that shit first because it's frustrating. I done been there, and after all these years, I learned some black folks is niggas and some black folks is black folks. Some people get it, some people won't get it. You know, and some people you have to show what you're doing in order for them to even follow along. It's just simple as that.
Lead by fucking example.
That's it.
nah, you good, bro. I get you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a
And
lot.
hey, Kev, I gotta run, bro. I gotta get ready for work in the morning. I'm working on some stuff for work, so as well. So I catch you on the next one, bro. And good talking to y'all. And I hope I ain't sound too crazy. I was just
No,
I don't know, just trying to
no.
explain myself, and
No.
I
Not
get
too
passionate
crazy.
about it.
No.
You know what
Here,
I'm
Not
here's the
too
thing.
crazy. Just three
Let
quarters
me
crazy.
let
That's about it.
me
But half a
let me
tank
say this.
crazy. You know,
Let me say this. They say stuff about you going to Reg's channel. I mean, you come here too, so I mean, you're pretty much your own guy. So just let at least me and you have that understanding. Keep it
Yeah.
techie. So
Yeah.
like you know,
okay,
whoever
just
channel
you come by at any time, man. Anytime.
whoever
sure.
channel you goes on, who gives a fuck? This is soft. That shit's kind of sophomoric, man.
Well,
Like it just,
somebody brought it up in the chat earlier after a point he was making. So I mean,
man.
I was just
I thought,
reiterating.
oh my god, I thought we were above this shit. Oh my god.
No, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. But thanks for coming by, man. Anytime.
Yeah, no problem.
You're welcome anytime.
I appreciate it, Kev. All
My
right, y'all
nigga
have a
said he
good one.
keeps. My nigga said he keeps a gangster and techie.
Nah.
Which set do you rep? Apple or Microsoft? Which one? But anyway.
Well, he's gone. So yeah, but
I'm still laughing at that tech on tech violence shit. That shit was
Tech on
hilarious.
tech
That shit was hilarious. I got to give credit to who was that? Telescope or that was
Yeah.
classic. My hat goes off for you, man. That was humorous.
Oh, okay. All right. So probably about to start winding down because I got to get up myself in the morning. So okay. So anybody that wants to say anything that is of gravitas before I shut it down?
I do want to say something. I'm also gonna go through the show with this soft guy era, but my thing is this. I'm not sure why people got in their feelings. You know, black man is the one that when they create something, everybody's watching, copying, and even getting as far as getting mad in decision what black man does. I find it very weird, but it comes with the territory, as you know, gentlemen. A lot of women don't like it. I heard from the lady said it best that they don't want no trends if it's satire to start spreading to the minds of feeble minds of other young black men that are either tricking already or have the thought of tricking. You get me? It's supposed to set a pressure where it say, you gotta have some value if you're gonna be out here. Don't let these chicks sit there, say you must do this and you might get some. Nah, screw that.
To trick or not to trick? That is the question.
It is the question, isn't it, Mr. Faulkner? And I'm not personally a big advocate men should be tricking personally. I mean, but that's not stuff.
Yeah, at least it's better know you got a trick or not. But I agree, man. I think we need to laugh more at certain things. I ain't saying all the time, but we need to learn how to. That's just like Kev got Dave Chappelle up there on the fuck your couch, nigga. Like, some people can look at that and be like, Kev, why you ain't taking this conversation serious? But it's like, no, we gotta be able to have shit that make us woo-saw every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? And then, but we still stand on business. That's all that matters. And your personal life and what you actually handle business on speaks for the majority of what you actually do with your life. So we got to joke about the regular shit. So to keep from dying early and all this crazy shit like our forefathers did and shit, you know what I'm saying? Great granddad and all that, and still stand on business. I think it's a balance about that. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm gonna give up all my masculinity and go into the homosexual reserves. 1 week in a month, 2 weeks out of the year. I'm gonna give me 3 hots and a cot, a PlayStation. Shit.
I did that at about 20. I ain't gonna lie, I did that at about 20 years old. It was fun for a while it lasted.
I mean, I think niggas need to start getting shit off these bitches. I'm sorry, but shit, make every time a chick wants to emotionally download to you, make her pay for that shit. Make her pay for that shit. Take me out for fucking lunch. You want me to hear about your bad day and you paying for drinks? Like, I don't want to hear about your shit. I got shit myself. It's like being a sergeant, and I hear people in my squad complain about the littlest shit, and I had to remind them: is anybody shooting at you? No. Did you have to find a dead body in some fucking vacant? No. Did you have to look at all the nasty shit? No. The fuck you complaining about? Be happy. Sometimes people need to be reminded how to be happy, and it's a damn shame black men have to know this lesson most of all.
Okay. All right, Dr. Frizzle Frost, you say you have a channel, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of your channel?
It's Dr. Frizzle Frost, a warrior spirit. I do I do interviews and talk about reality, and I also do movie reviews. So we got a little couple of things going, man. Yeah, and I appreciate you having me up.
Okay, I'll definitely look for your channel and
I posted in the private. I posted in the private chat. If you just want to hit that link.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, because
definitely will.
Op had asked for the email. Well, he said gonna give out the email. I really don't do emails, but you can find me on my channel.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean, you've been pretty courteous. I mean, so you're welcome to come by anytime you like and chop it up with us, or anytime I drop the link. So we
Yes, sir,
we
yes, sir.
yeah, we're pretty open and welcoming around here. I mean, no problem. But I just sub to you though.
I appreciate that.
All right. So anyone else? Yeah, good to see you, bro. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been working, man.
Word, yeah.
Money.
Yeah, and I'm a late night guy, as y'all can see, but I'm gonna make more time to come to this platform and bring more content. So y'all will probably be seeing more of me. So
I'm this nigga like Batman and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
Probably
very
on top of
nocturnal
a-
with it.
You're probably on top of a fucking gargoyle right now, brooding.
Yeah, with a laptop in front of me and a microphone. Yep.
I am the night. I hear your voice getting fuller. I am the night.
All right. So okay, is everybody pretty much done? Because I'm about to do my final statement.
Fuck yeah, I'm going to homosexualism. Go ahead, Darren.
All right. So good to see you guys. Just go ahead and give y'all another chance, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop my last little bit, and then we're gonna see y'all next time. So anyway, sure. Soft guy error. I mean, what's next? What's next? So anyway, it was good talking about it. I would just say it's another conversation at the end of the day. I'm one of those rigid Gen Xers, so I'm not going to ever take anything like that seriously. And my suggestion to young men and men who are resting in their masculinity is not to take it serious either. But if you just want to troll some stupid people, man, ain't nothing wrong with just trolling some stupid people. And that's always gonna be funny at the end of the day. I mean, just to kill some time or whatever. So my thing is, what's next? I can't wait for the next little joke. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for your support through your super chats and your likes, and even the dislike that I got tonight. I never mind any of those, but most importantly, if you are new to this channel, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. I'm gonna continue to push forward in my growth as a content creator, and you content creators, I suggest you do the same. So soft guy error, the results of fem stupidity. We can't just let them just govern our thoughts and our our feelings too much. But I mean, as far as letting them know how stupid they are, hey, nobody minds letting us know anything that we may be doing wrong as black men. So I mean, I'm just saying, even Stevens, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I mean, tasting your own medicine, all the other good crap or whatever. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm done. I will see everyone else the next time I hit the air. Maybe a short form video or
nigga, stop by the channel sometime, nigga.
Yeah, word, Faulkner. I got you. Whenever I got time, I see you drop the link, I'll hit it. But remember my backup channel, News Without the WS. I'm gonna get that rolling. That was my backup channel, but I'm repackaging it. So come by there sometime too. I'm gonna have a lot of news stories coming your way as well. So anyway, that's it for me. You know how I end it. Long live the habitual line steppers and Kev we trust. Then black man and anyone listening, don't give up. Win. Just win. Peace out. Thank you.